Waterflow switches for fire suppression sprinklers. In addition to the dedicated Waterflow zone on the PC4701 dialer module, any or all of the 128 zones on the main panel can also be programmed as Waterflow zones. A maximum of 5 Waterflow switches can be wired in parallel to any zone as per NFPA. Fire supervisory zones can be used to monitor fire critical systems. These zones are used to indicate when those systems are in a condition that could prevent normal operation. Addressable smoke detectors, the AMS 220 or AMS 220T with optional heat, can be used in commercial fire applications. Addressable smoke detectors can be programmed as either standard or auto-verify fire zones. Each PC4702BP bell panel provides 2 fully programmable outputs, rated at 24 volts DC, 1.8 amps each. Up to 4 modules can be added to the panel for a total of 8 outputs. Each of the outputs can be programmed as one of the following output types: steady fire, PGM output option 49, temporal pattern, PGM output option 50, CSFM fire, PGM output option 51, pulsed fire, PGM output option 52, and fire strobe, PGM output option 53. Programming PC4702BP outputs is done in System Area under PGM Outputs. To program the output, enter *8 installer code to enter installer programming, then select System Area, then scroll to and select PGM Outputs, then scroll to and select 4702 Options. The keypad will ask you which module you want to program. Scroll to the correct module number and select it. Then scroll to which of the 2 outputs you want to program and select it. When a fire alarm occurs, the alarm and selected trouble conditions will be displayed. If more than one fire alarm or trouble is present, the keypad will auto-scroll the events at 2-second intervals. The panel will beep the keypads once every time it auto-scrolls a new event, and twice when it auto-scrolls back to the first alarm detected. The panel will auto-scroll the following conditions: the first fire alarm, subsequent fire alarms, and fire supervisory alarms, along with their respective zone labels. If a bell trouble is present on a PC4702 output, the keypad will auto-scroll the message Bell Zone Trouble. If the panel is unable to communicate any event to the central station, it will auto-scroll the message Failure to Communicate. If the fire alarm has been silenced manually, the keypad will stop the auto-scroll function and display the message Fire Bell has been silenced. If the fire alarm has been silenced automatically, the keypad will continue to auto-scroll, and the Fire Bell has been silenced message will be added to the auto-scroll list. Once a fire alarm has occurred, entering a valid user code will silence the alarm. If an LCD 4521 keypad is used, you can also silence the alarm by pressing the Silence Bells function key, then entering a valid code. Once the alarm is silenced, auto-scroll will stop and the keypad will display the message Fire Bell has been silenced. In addition, the keypad will display a trouble until the fire system is reset. Note: if a water flow alarm is present, the user will be unable to silence the alarm. If they attempt to do so, the keypad will display the message Silence Inhibit Water Flow Alarm. All water flow zones must be restored before manual signal silence is allowed. The fire alarm can be programmed to silence automatically after the bell cutoff time, or remain active until a valid user code is entered. If the fire timeout option in system toggles is toggled to no, the alarm can only be silenced manually by a valid user. The bell cutoff timer will begin when the first alarm is detected and will restart for every additional alarm. After the bell cutoff timer expires, the panel will silence the fire alarm and turn on the trouble light. The trouble light will turn off after a fire reset is performed. After the fire alarm has been silenced, either manually or automatically, the fire alarm can be reset by entering a valid user code. If an LCD 4521 keypad is used, you can also reset the alarm by pressing the Fire Reset function key, then entering a valid code. When the fire alarm is reset, the panel will activate a sensor reset on all 2- and 4-wire smoke detectors and clear all latch trouble conditions. If a fire alarm is still present after the reset, the panel will reactivate the alarm. The following trouble conditions are considered fire troubles. Any fire supervisory alarm will create a trouble condition. Fire zone trouble will occur if an open condition is detected on any fire zone. A bell trouble will occur if an open or short is detected on any output of a PC4702 bell panel module. An AC trouble will occur if an AC power failure is detected on either the main panel, any PC4204 power supply module, any PC4702 bell panel, or any PC4820 access control module. A battery trouble will occur if a low battery condition is detected on either the main panel, any PC4204 power supply module, any PC4702 bell panel, or any PC4820 access control module. Ground fault detection must be enabled on all commercial fire systems. A phone line trouble on either line 1 or 2 will generate a trouble condition, and a failure to communicate trouble will occur if the panel is unsuccessful transmitting any signal to the central station. Fire zones can be manually bypassed. However, when a fire zone is bypassed, the panel will generate a fire trouble, turn on the trouble light, and transmit the signal to central station. If a user tries to arm a partition with a fire zone bypassed, the panel will display the message, "Fire zones bypassed," and beep the keypad 10 times to draw attention before arming. A fire drill feature has been added to the PC4020CF control panel. To activate the test, enter *6 access code 5. The keypad will display the message, "Fire drill enabled," and the panel will transmit a fire test begin reporting code if programmed. During the test, the keypads will display "Fire drill in progress." All fire alarm outputs, that is, PC4702 bell panel outputs, will activate as programmed. Other fire-related programmable outputs will not activate. The fire drill will remain active until disabled. To disable the fire drill, simply enter a valid user code. The keypad will display the message, "Fire drill disabled," and the panel will transmit the fire test end signal to the central station. If an actual alarm occurs during the fire drill will end. The keypad will display the message, "Fire drill disabled," then will begin to auto-scroll the alarms. The panel will transmit the fire test end signal, followed by any alarm conditions. A fire inspector test function has also been added. In some cases, an inspector may not be familiar with the operation of the PC4020CF. A complete description of the fire inspector test can be found in the PC4020CF installation manual, section 4.13. This section outlines how to begin the test, end the test, as well as what type of indication will be given for each zone alarm, supervisory alarm, waterflow alarm, and trouble condition. When enrolling a PC4216 module, the panel will ask you to either select Yes or No for the lamp test feature. Select Yes for any PC4216 module being used for enunciation. Addressable smoke detectors can also be manually tested to ensure that they can properly communicate an alarm and alarm restoral to the main panel. To manually activate the test, enter *6 walk test code. Then scroll to and select AML Smoke Test. The keypad will display the message, "AML Smoke Test is active." The test takes about 5.5 minutes to complete, and if any detector fails to properly communicate an alarm or an alarm restoral condition, a trouble will be generated. An actual alarm on any other fire zone will cause an alarm. The panel can also be programmed to test the addressable smoke detectors on a scheduled basis. This is identical to the manual test. If any AML smoke detector cannot properly communicate an alarm or alarm restoral to the main panel, a trouble condition will be generated. There are a number of hard-coded programming changes in the PC4020CF to ensure that it complies with UL and NFPA regulations. These include reporting codes and operational functions. The reporting codes that must be programmed are indicated in the programming worksheets with asterisks. To enable downloading at all times, toggle the DLS Enabled option in Downloading Toggles to Yes. To do this, enter *8 installer code to get into installer programming. Select System Area, then scroll to DLS Section and select it. Then select DLS Toggles. The first option is DLS Enabled. Press the star key to toggle this option to Yes. The panel will answer an incoming call if it detects the phone ringing once or twice, then misses a ring, then hears the phone ring again, all within 1 minute. The 1 minute time is programmable in the double call program item in the downloading section. With phone lines that receive a large number of calls, the double call time can be changed to reduce the chance that the panel will answer a real phone call. Once the panel answers, it will attempt to talk to the computer by requesting the downloading access code. If the downloading access code programmed in the panel matches the downloading access code programmed in the computer, the two will begin to talk. Another form of security is the callback feature. To enable the callback feature, toggle the DLS callback option in Downloading Toggles to Yes. The panel can be connected directly to the COM port of a computer for downloading. No modem or phone line is required. This is done via a PC-Link cable. Two different PC-Link cables are available, one with a 9-pin connector and the other with a 25-pin connector, depending on the type of COM port connector that is on your computer. Connect one end of the cable directly to the COM port, then connect the phone jack end to the 4-pin connector on the panel. The proper way is to make sure the jack part is up. Before you connect to the panel using the PC-Link cable, the computer must be told to use the cable instead of the phone line and modem. This is done in the DLS3 software by selecting Tools, then Modem Configuration from the main screen. Select that outgoing calls will use the PC-Link cable. Now, to connect to the panel, instruct the computer to upload or download something. On the keypad of the panel, enter *8 installer code to get into installer programming, then enter reference number 000307. The keypad will display the message PC-Link active, pound to exit. Once the downloading session is complete and the computer is told to hang up, the panel will terminate the PC-Link connection.